there, I'm Jana Eubank. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. Today I'm going to show you how you can create an everyday page using a Valentine collection. The Valentine collection that I'm working with is by Simple Stories and it is called Sweet Talk. It's really cute. It's got lots of fun puns and cute icons as well as the pink and red color scheme, but there's some additional colors mixed in like mint and blush and coral, along with some really pretty patterns that make this suitable for everyday memories as well. Now, of course, there's some Valentine phrases included in this collection, but because of the icons and all of the cute little fun puns, you can use these for other memories as well, and that's what I'm going to do today. Now, the thing that drew me to this collection was actually one of those icons on the cardstock sticker sheet, and that was a heart-shaped waffle, and I'll explain to you why I was drawn to that heart-shaped waffle. This is a photo of my oldest daughter with my youngest daughter, and this was the summer that she graduated from high school. Now, before she headed off to college, she wanted to take each of her siblings out on a day activity to just kind of build some memories together and just have fun before she head off to college. So on this particular day, she took my youngest daughter to a place called Waffle Love. And so the heart-shaped waffle in this collection I thought would be perfect to scrapbook these memories. Now, I didn't have a particular design in mind, and so when that happens, I usually start with my main photo. I will hold my main photo up to several pattern papers or cardstocks and decide what colors or patterns will look best with that photo. And in this case, I went with the coral dot, as you can see there. I added an additional layer of vellum behind the photo just to soften it up a bit, and then I've also matted the photo with some white cardstock. I knew that I wanted to put the waffle pictures below and to the right of the main photo, and so to anchor those photos, I decided to add this black and white strip and then this red strip layered on top to pick up the colors of the strawberries that are topping those decadent waffles. Don't those look delicious? So here we have an L-shaped design going, and I'm really happy with the way that this is coming together. The next thing I'm going to do is start figuring out some other pattern paper layers that I can layer up behind that coral dot paper. So I'm going to just go through the patterns and just try a few things and see which one I like the best. The one I decide to choose next is this really pretty blush floral. It's so cute. I love this paper. It's just so sweet, and I love the pink girly feel that it has going on, and it matches these photos of my two girls. So I measure that out, and I've decided that I want to make an offset layer. So I'm going to create a paper layer that's a little bit smaller than that coral dot layer, and I'm going to offset it to the right and just create some staggered layers behind that coral dot paper. I'm just using my pencil and just making some rough cuts, and then I also like to ink up the edges with a light gray ink. That just defines the edges a little bit but isn't too harsh. I actually cut that layer a little bit too long, so I'm going to trim that, make it a little bit shorter, and then I'm really happy with the way that's looking. Now, because I've created a layer that's staggered off to the right, I decided, well, I want to add another layer staggered off to the left. So I was thinking I might try this red paper that I used on the black and white strip and to repeat that red. So I cut that piece down, and when I try it behind there, I like the red, it goes with it. However, it feels like it's too heavy, like it's pulling focus away from the picture. It's just too much red. So I pull that away and I decide to try some other pattern colors. I liked the lighter cream color of that heart paper. However, that's the other side of that blush floral. And because I had already cut into it, I didn't have a piece large enough where the hearts would be going vertical or be going in the correct direction. So I kept looking and I came across this cream and black speckled dot paper. Now, when I saw that, I thought, well, maybe instead of a staggered layer, I might do a column of this paper. So I give that a little try, but I wasn't happy with it, so I went back to my initial idea of doing the additional layer offset to the left. So I trimmed that down to size and ink it up with some gray ink, and layer that behind that blush floral, and I'm really happy with that. Now that I have this L-shaped design going, I'm ready to start adding it to my background. I've chosen to use this Mint Color Vibe cardstock by Simple Stories, and I love this color. It's so pretty. It's such a soft color that it almost is a neutral color. So what I love about the Color Vibe cardstock is it has a solid color on one side and then this tonal dot on the other. And either side is perfect for backgrounds, so I grabbed this a lot. In this particular case, I decided to go with the solid side since I had 3 pattern papers going already, but I wanted to add some interest, so I sprinkle a little bit of light gray spray ink onto the background just to break it up a bit and add, some interest but not an overall pattern. I was toying with the idea of adding red again behind this black speckled dot, but again, I just feel like it's just pulling too much focus away from the picture. I like that it is a plus sign or a plus shape of red, but I don't know, it's just not going with me. So I decide that I will instead add in accents of red. So I go ahead and adhere this to the background, and then you'll see that I will pull in some stickers that are red to create a visual triangle. You've got those 2 red end pieces sticking out on the left and right of the waffle pictures. And then I'm going to add a red heart speech bubble that says XOXO to the top right corner of my photo, creating a visual triangle. A visual triangle is a great way to add balance and to your page, where it keeps your eye going around the page, bouncing around. A lot of times you can use a visual triangle to actually frame out your main subject, and that will help to draw your eye into the subject as well. So there's that waffle heart sticker that I mentioned in the beginning, and I'm going to be using that to build my tile in just a minute. But I actually wanted to add another little cluster of embellishments here down at the lower left corner of those waffles. And that also creates a visual triangle with the title where the waffle heart will be, and then the heart, and then we'll have that little toaster there at the bottom. I chose the toaster because waffles are breakfast food, and so are toaster pastries, right? So they go together. Plus it has that golden yellow color, which I like that it repeats that over there in the left corner as well. I've pulled out some black foam letter stickers from my stash, and I've used that to spell the word love. And then I chose another font in black foam letters to spell out the word waffle. So we've got the title Waffle Love, which is the name of the Waffle House that they went to. I'm going to add a couple little flowers here next to the toaster to match the flowers up by the red speech bubble. And then I decided to trim down this page and actually add a border of red cardstock. I ink it up after I've trimmed those pieces, and then I just audition it on a couple of, like a darker red of this pattern paper, but I ultimately decide to go with a lighter red with this red Color Vibe cardstock. Now I don't want to waste all that paper behind this big mint layer, right? So I'm going to go in and gut the center of this red cardstock. So I'm just taking my trimmer and cutting a square hole in the center of that red cardstock, and then I can save that piece for another time. Maybe I want to do some die cutting or mat a photo with it at some other time. And nobody will ever know that there's a big hole behind there because my mint cardstock will cover it. And then we just have that cute little edge of red that ties into that red strip as well. Now, I love the tags paper in this collection. These are so much fun. They are perfect for tying on a gift, but they're also great for using as layers on cards or as layers on your scrapbook pages. They're also great for journaling. So I pulled in this red one because it matched the red pattern that I've used on here already, and I'm going to tuck it in up by that red speech bubble heart and just, build a little bit more red up there to emphasize that visual triangle of red. So instead of using the entire tag, I just trim off the top, and then I'll save the bottom to do some journaling or something with later. So I go ahead and pull out some thin string. This is just some embroidery crochet type string that I got at Joann's. and just thread that through in a double layer. I adhere the tag top to the page to make it a little bit easier to tie my bow. And then we'll just get that bow on there, which I love. I love adding a little bit of twine to projects because it just adds a different texture and makes it look fun. So now that I have the black title and the black in the pattern papers, I wanted to outline the entire layout just to emphasize that black color and bring that black color out towards the edges. And I thought that looked really cute. Here's this little piece that I thought I might use to journal with. This is the bottom part of the tag. So I tuck it under here to try it out, but I don't know, it was kind of a weird layer, but I do decide to add the journaling there just to the mint background. So here's that bottom of the tag again. And on the other side, it had this pink circle that said, "You are my favorite." And I thought that looked really cute. So I fussy cut that out with my scissors and decided to tuck that over by the toaster and just fill in that spot above the toaster. Now, when you have a title like Waffle Love, when you're going to a place with the word love in it, you can't not have hearts on the paper, right? So I went back to the sticker sheet and found these cute little heart stickers and just sprinkled those around the page. My final detail was just to add a bit of shine. I have these mirror stickers that I got at AliExpress. They're almost like enamel dots, but they have a mirror finish to them, and I really love adding these to my projects. And there we go. There's an everyday page with the Valentine collection. I hope you enjoyed seeing this come together and that maybe you feel inspired. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for stopping by. Bye-bye.